When life keeps hammering you down left and right from every single angle, and you start to feel like you have no control and like you're losing sense of who you are or what's going on, or like things are just going to continuously keep on getting worse, what is there to do? Between relationship issues, personal health issues, issues with your job, physical and mental health, or any other major area where things can go wrong, what is the number one way you can get back to a point of feeling like you have control and like you're headed in the right direction again? Over the past 3 weeks, it feels like every angle of my life has been hit in a different way. It's been really odd for me because I haven't been at a point of where I've been emotionally burdened or where life has felt like overly challenging. In a way, it was easy to say that my life kind of felt like a house of cards. The number one way that I've always gotten out of this and the number one way that I've always made myself feel better is to start focusing on the small things that I can control. We often neglect the small things like our laundry, cleaning our apartment, cleaning our car, taking care of our appearance, taking care of our physical health, meditating, reading, spending our free time in more productive ways. But in reality, when major events are happening, if we would just shift our focus from the major event and what's going wrong to focusing on what could go right, if we start taking care of these small things, we can slowly start to build momentum and get ourselves back to a place of where we feel like we have control again. The one thing that I like to do the most is to start creating to-do lists. If I'm in a slump again and I want to start feeling like I'm headed back in the right direction, I will make a to-do list every single day. On this to-do list, it would be small, simple things such as waking up early, getting coffee, putting my clothes on, taking a shower, brushing my teeth, all small things that I know I'm going to do every day anyways, but the purpose is that I have them on a to-do list and I can start to feel accomplished as I go through and cross each of these things off. Before you know it, at the end of a week, you can look back on that to-do list and you can see how many things you've accomplished or crossed off, and you start to feel really good again. The more and more of these small wins and these small things that you cross off on the list, the more momentum you start to build, and I think momentum is one of the most important things for human beings that are trying to move forward and trying to feel like they're doing something with their life. When you start building momentum and you start feeling like you're accomplishing things left and right and you start feeling like you're winning, everything else just kind of falls into place. So looking back on journals of mine, I was very intentional at always making sure I took my focus off of the big problem and I put my focus more on what I could fix. Looking back on those to-do lists that I made over the course of like 2 or 3 weeks, by the third week, I was starting to put a lot more important and significant things on my to-do list. So it's funny to go back and see the progression of how continuously doing that eventually led to something much greater. And then before I knew it, I would be in a better headspace, I would feel good, and my problem would either subside or I would be strong enough to start facing whatever that existing problem was. Now, granted, some problems may be bigger than others, and there's a lot of life events that can come through and completely kick your legs out from underneath you. But instead of sitting there hoping that one day maybe something will get better or some magic event is going to take place and everything is just going to be perfect again, I think it's very important that you stay intentional about making sure that you want to feel good again and you start taking the steps in the right direction to do so. So next time life is hammering you down, make sure you stay intentional about focusing on the things that you can control. Clean, organize, reflect, take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, take care of just who you are as a person and the appearance that you have and just all these things that you know will make you feel good. For me, the number one thing that always makes me feel better is doing my laundry and cleaning my apartment. For some reason, I don't know what it is, but if my apartment is clean and my laundry is done, it seems like everything else just magically takes care of itself. I don't know why, but every single time it works. So I'm really curious down in the comments below, what is the number one thing that always works for you to make you feel better every single time? Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and I look forward to hearing what works best for you.